Welcome to Family Friday. The book of Proverbs offers godly insight for husbands, wives, parents, kids, grandkids, grandparents, and just whoever you are. Technical knowledge swamps our society, but wisdom is scarce. And proverbial wisdom differs from common sense by its addition of practical instruction from the Torah, that is, the wisdom of God in narrative and commandment form. Note what Deuteronomy 10, verses 12 through 13 says. So now, Israel, what does the Lord your God require of you? Only to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord with your whole heart and your soul, and to keep the commands of the Lord and his decrees that I am commanding you today for your own well-being. That comes from the New Revised Standard Version, the updated edition. Now, fear of the Lord includes reverence and devotion, as well as obedience and trust. You have these characteristics, and you learn life on earth as God intends. There are always those who refuse to revere and obey the Lord, and they may find success in aspects of life, but completely miss the mark from the Lord's perspective. As Proverbs 14:12 states, there is a way that seems right to a person, but its end is the way of death. Now, examples of the fools, as Proverbs will say, is found in the Torah and the people there. This is Eve, Cain, the wicked generation of Noah's time, the Pharaoh of the Exodus, the children of Israel in the desert, and we could go on. For this reason, Proverbs personifies wisdom as a woman calling out to gain people's attention. She's at the marketplace, she's other places, and she's trying to get them to hear, receive instruction, learn, and grow wise at reading situations from the Lord's perspective, adapting the Lord's instructions to those situations, and avoiding the easy, unreflected options. Wisdom is all around us if we will but reflect, pay attention, and consider more godly ways of doing things. Wisdom develops a better insight and appreciation of God's ways. I live in Southern California, where mountains, valleys, ocean, and desert collide. Each of these places has its own climate, animals, plants, and beauty. Each of these influence the other three areas. And it's the same in family life. Parenting, children, husbands, wives, birth, and death are stages of life with roles and responsibilities, joys and heartaches that interact with one another. No one stage is the best or contains all the wisdom. At no time does one arrive or reach life's pinnacle. For the real goal of life from God's perspective is to walk as wisely as possible at whatever stage or situation you find yourself. Put differently, the aim of our lives is to apply the lessons of the Torah, both its narratives and its commands or instructions, into the whole of our situations. The constant danger is to think we know it all, that we have nothing else to learn, that the Lord himself has nothing to add to our lives. Those who are therefore deceived or self-deceived into this way of thinking end in a calamity of their own making. Even at times as these, there's hope if one turns to the Lord and learns. Until next time, please look at Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7, and then the rest of that chapter and chapter 2, because it's going to contrast the end of the foolishness that doesn't take the Lord seriously, and how wisdom, that is God's instruction, tries to speak to us.